Determine the output waveform for the following inputs. This time we have 3 input OR gate. Like always, we're supposed to look at the input waveforms and we're supposed to look at the truth table. The question is, do we supposed to remember the truth tables for the gates with, let's say, different amount of inputs? Answer is no. You're supposed to just remember the pattern. Okay, we have truth table for 2 input gate, and basically the truth table for other amount of inputs is going to be basically the same. The concept is that if all inputs are receiving zeros, output is automatically 0. So if I have 3 inputs and all of them are going to have zeros, output automatically is going to be 0. But if at least one of them is going to be high, output is going to be high. So basically, if you are going to remember the truth table for the OR gates and just for 2 inputs, this is good enough. Now, let's take a look at this timing diagram. Like always, we're supposed to look at each waveform and mark the changes. Okay, we have to draw the dashed line at this time. And we have transition from high to low over here. We have another transition over here. And we have another transition at this time. We have also transition at this time from low to high and high to low over here. Okay, we finished with waveform A. Next, we're supposed to do the same thing for waveform B. Okay, this is the first transition from high to low, and remember, you're supposed to also go up with the dash line. And we have another transition from low to high, and draw the transition from the bottom to the top also. And we have to look at waveform C. I have transition and look up, and also draw the dash line, and I have another transition over here. Okay, I can say that I'm finished with all input waveforms, and now I can try to determine the output waveform. Now, A, this is level 0, so this is 0, this is 1, and this is 1. Why this is 0? Because this is 0 level, and this is 1, okay? So if my wave is down, okay, if I have the bar laying down on the x-axis, I'm supposed to say, which represents the time, so this is 0. And if I have, let's say this is 0 and this is 1, you know, the waveform starting from the top, from high, so this is automatically my logic 1. Okay, so that's why I have 1 over here. 0, 1, 1. We said that if at least one of the inputs is receiving 1, output is going to be 1. Let's take a look at the next column. We have 1, 1, 1. The truth table says if all inputs receiving 1s, output is going to be 1. That's why I'm going to write over here 1. Let's take a look at the next column. I have 1, 1, 0. If at least one of the inputs is receiving 1, output is 1. That's why I'm going to write 1 over here. And I have 0, 1, 0. Again, I have 1. That's why output is 1. I have 0, 0, 0. Now all my inputs are receiving zeros. When both inputs are having zeros, output is going to have also 0 level. Next we have 1, 0, 1. We have 1s, that's why output is 1. We have 1, 0, 0. And I have over here 1 because I have 1. 0, 0, 0. My all inputs are receiving zeros. That's why I have 0 at the output. I have 0, 1, 0. I have 1, that's why output is 1. And I have 1, 1, 0. Again, I got ones, that's why this is 1. Now I can draw the waveform. Because I have highs, I'm supposed to draw high, and I have low, and I have highs, I have low, and I have highs. Okay, so this is my output waveform, and this is basically the waveform which we were looking for. So we can say that this is the solution to our problem.